These mobs are already well known to you. I know, but I bet you don't know these 10 animals that should be in Minecraft. Inside the jungle biomes, you can find the gorillas. These animals are often seen tearing leaves to feed themselves. They will fight back when provoked, using their strong fists and causing a good amount of damage. So be careful. The gorillas can be tamed if you feed them bananas, but you have to be lucky breaking some jungle leaves because bananas are a little bit rare. They spawn in groups and can be found in the normal or silverback version, the leader version. The gorillas have 3 name tag secrets. Using a name tag named Harambe in a gorilla will make it gain a halo above its head, in a reference to the real-life deceased gorilla of the same name. May he rest in peace. Decay, or Donkey Kong, will change its texture in reference to the famous video game character. And for those seeking an extra touch of style, simply name a gorilla Funky Kong to witness its stunning transformation into a super stylish version. In the Great Savannas, one of the most beautiful animals of Mother Nature can be found, the elephants. These giant land mammals are usually roaming the savanna biome in great herds, and they are also huge fans of leaves, as you can see. Trust me when I say you don't want to mess around with these creatures. If attacked, they will fight back by goring the victim with their tusks, and the rest of the herd will come to its defense as well. The leader can even use its additional charge attack when chasing the target. Funny thing though, they are afraid of, guess what? No, not that. They are afraid of the great bees. Yes, look at that. But not just one. This guy's not afraid of anything. I don't know why.
I'm the big boss.
The standard elephants can be tamed if you feed them acacia blossoms. The leader can be tamed too, but it needs to be a baby first. You can't tame it if it's an adult. Tamed elephants can be ridden and customized with carpets for good-looking decoration or chests for extra storage. Wandering traders can sometimes be spot riding elephants. I don't know what they're doing. To breed these animals, just feed 2 tamed elephants some acacia blossoms, and after some love mode moment, a cute baby elephant will be spawned. Rhinoceros are defensive animals that will defend themselves if closely approached by a player, but they can be pacified if fed with wheat, which will make them neutral to warthog fatten. If you pacify a rhinoceros, it will come to your defense in case you're in danger, but they can be too aggressive. Peace, please. Oh my god. They can also be bred with grass or dead bushes. These animals hate pillagers due to the unfortunate truth of real-life rhinoceros. They are hunted for their horns illegally. They will also fight ravagers naturally, so villagers would definitely be happy with these creatures around. If hit by a potion, the potion's effect will be applied to its horn, and the victim of the attack will suffer from the effect of the potion. A platypus can be found in rivers. This semi-aquatic animal can live both in water and land. This animal is very defensive and will give any entity that attacks it a poison effect. Platypuses can be collected with water bucket. One interesting or crazy fact about them is, if a platypus is fed redstone dust, it will begin to rotate its head, releasing electric particles at the same time. After that, the mob will begin searching for nearby clay blocks to dig out the clay balls and maggots. On rare occasions, a fedora can be dug out of the clay too. Platypuses can be bred with lobster tails, and when named Perry or Perry the platypus with a name tag, the skin of the mob will be changed to the skin of the iconic... Remember a coyote from the cartoon? Well, his worst nightmare is also present here. The roadrunner is a simple and passive creature that can be found in desert and badland biomes. These animals like to run around searching for food, feeding themselves with rattlesnakes, attacking them when found. A cool fact about them is that they drop 2 types of feathers. Then you can craft roadrunner boots using this recipe. When worn, the boots will give you 3 armor points and increase your speed while walking on sand. Roadrunners can be bred with maggots. Oh, and of course, we have the skin here. By naming a roadrunner Meep Meep, its skin will be changed to this, and it will start making the meep sound and live in a gray smoke once he runs. Rattlesnakes, on the other hand, are defensive mobs and will only attack if closely approached. They make an irritating rattling sound with their tails to warn the entity of their presence. If ignored, they will attack by biting once at their target, inflicting poison in the process. This animal can drop a rattlesnake rattle that can be used to craft a maraca using this recipe. If you drop a maraca next to a cockroach, it will pick it up and start playing La Cucaracha. Yeah, you heard me right, but more about that later. Rattlesnakes can be bred with any form of meat. Oh yes. Finally, an aquatic animal. Mantis shrimps are neutral mobs that can be found in warm ocean and mangrove swamp. A mantis shrimp will fight back if the player attacks one of them. This animal can also use its fist to set the target on fire upon hit. Mantis shrimps are not semi-aquatic animals like lobsters that survive both in water and land. So, if in land for too long, the mob will slowly die. A mantis shrimp will naturally attack animals like glow squids, tropical fishes, and even chokers. To tame a mantis shrimp, you can feed it with a tropical fish. The mantis shrimp can be set to 4 modes: follow, stay, breaking blocks, and wander. You can give a mantis shrimp an item by snake right clicking. The mob will hold the item, and if the item is a block and it's in the breaking block mode, it will start searching for the block. Once the block is found, the mantis shrimp will break it with its fist. The mob can even break an obsidian like this. I mean, that can be really helpful. And a mantis shrimp can be bred with lobster tails. Wait a minute, what is it?
La cucaracha?
Yes, La Cucaracha. Cockroaches are found on the ground, away from the sunlight. These bugs avoid light as it makes them vulnerable to predators. They can also be seen scattering away from plagues to tortures. If you give a cockroach a maraca, it will start dancing with its friends like they are in a real party or something. If you kill a cockroach, you have a chance of getting a cockroach wing fragment. And if the cockroach is holding a maraca, you also have a small chance of getting the sombrero. With 9 cockroach wing fragments, you can create a full cockroach wing, which can be used to brew a rare potion of bug pheromones. These pheromones will allow a player to go almost 100% undetected near any hostile arthropod. Cockroaches can be bred with sugar. In the bamboo jungle biomes, you can find the tigers. These animals will usually attack any player and almost any other mob near them. During the nights, their eyes can turn yellow, but when attacking their victims, their eyes will turn red. In the attack, the mob suddenly jumps toward the player, causing the scared steal effect before attacking with their claws. And apparently, they don't like maracas. You can feed tigers with any kind of meat, and they will grant you with the tiger's blasting effect. They are not really tameable, so if you attack them, they will react by attacking you, even if you are under the blasting effect. Tigers can be bred with acacia blossoms, but you have to be under their blasting first. In some rare occasions, the baby can spawn with a rare white coloration. Grizzly bears are defensive mobs. They can be found in the forest and taiga biomes. Grizzly bears will only mind their own business, unless you attack them from afar or in case they are closely approached by any foolish player trying to disturb them or their babies. These animals attack by rearing up and using their claws to strike the target. Grizzly bears that have eaten honey can be friendly. They will no longer attack a player when closely approached after some good honey-based meal. Once a grizzly bear is in its peaceful mode, you can tame it with some raw salmon. Tamed grizzly bears like mantis shrimps can be set to different modes: follow, stay, and wander. They can also be ridden, and due to their height, any mobs trying to attack you with their fists will fail. Also, they will defend you from dangerous mobs, so it's a good idea to keep at least one of them around you. Now a cool Easter egg. Grizzly bears can transform into Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's horror game if the computer is set to April 1st. And now, if you're into a really cool story, consider watching my video about the untold story of Alex. I know you'll like it.